Gremlins follows Billy Peltzer, a well-meaning but hapless young man who receives an unusual Christmas gift from his inventor father, a small furry creature called a mogwai named Gizmo. The creature comes with 3 strict rules. Don't expose it to bright light, don't get it wet, and never feed it after midnight. Naturally, all 3 rules are broken, resulting in the birth of mischievous, then outright monstrous creatures called Gremlins, who overrun the small town of Kingston Falls and turn the holiday season into a chaotic nightmare. Billy Peltzer, played by Zach Galligan, serves as an effective everyman protagonist. He isn't especially heroic or rebellious, but his ordinariness grounds the film. Billy's gradual transition from passive observer to active defender of his town gives the story emotional credibility. Phoebe Cates' Kate Beringer is more than a love interest. Her performance adds warmth and vulnerability, most memorably through her darkly ironic monologue about why Christmas has lost its magic for her. A scene that sharply contrasts with the film's comedic tone and hints at deeper emotional undercurrents. Gizmo, though technically not human, is the emotional heart of the film. Innocent, loyal, and expressive, Gizmo functions as both a moral compass and a visual anchor, making the audience care deeply about the consequences of the chaos. The Gremlins themselves, especially the mohawked leader Stripe, are memorable antagonists. What makes them effective isn't just their destructive behavior, but their personalities. They drink, smoke, vandalize, and parody human excess with gleeful cruelty. Stripe, in particular, embodies anarchic rebellion, serving as the dark mirror of Gizmo's gentleness. The antagonists are not merely monsters. They are embodiments of unchecked consumption, irresponsibility, and societal chaos, making them surprisingly thematic for such a seemingly light film. The plot unfolds with deliberate pacing. The first act builds atmosphere and attachment, allowing viewers to settle into the cozy Christmas setting before everything unravels. Once the Gremlins fully emerge, the film shifts into escalating mayhem, balancing slapstick humor with genuine tension. While the story is simple, it is tightly structured. Each rule broken has logical consequences, giving the chaos a sense of inevitability rather than randomness. This cause-and-effect storytelling strengthens suspension of disbelief, even when the film leans into absurdity. The dialogue walks a fine line between witty, darkly comedic, and sincere. Characters speak naturally, which helps sell the more outrageous events. Joe Dante's direction encourages performances that are slightly heightened, but never cartoonish. Notable supporting performances, especially Dick Miller as the paranoid neighbor Mr. Futterman, add texture and humor. The cast treats the material seriously enough that the satire lands without undermining the stakes. Gremlins is often mislabeled as a children's film, but its horror elements are genuine. The creatures are grotesque, violent, and at times genuinely frightening. Scenes involving shadows, sudden attacks, and body horror, such as gremlins melting or exploding, are unsettling even by adult standards. The horror is amplified by contrast. The Christmas setting, bright decorations, and cheerful music make the violence feel more shocking. This tonal dissonance is one of the film's defining strengths, and one reason it stood out so strongly upon release. The film's release had a significant impact on the industry. Alongside Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins helped prompt the creation of the PG-13 rating, reshaping how films were classified and marketed. Technically, the film showcased the high point of practical creature effects, with animatronics that remain impressive decades later. Culturally, Gremlins became a perennial holiday counter-programming staple, an anti-Christmas movie that critiques consumerism while still embracing festive imagery. Over time, its mix of horror, satire, and nostalgia earned it cult classic status. Fans revisit it not just for scares or laughs, but for its distinctive tone, something few films have successfully replicated. So what's our final verdict? Gremlins is a rare genre hybrid that succeeds on nearly every level. It is funny without being frivolous, scary without being cruel, and nostalgic without being shallow. Its themes of responsibility, excess, and unintended consequences remain relevant, while its craftsmanship and performances keep it endlessly rewatchable. If you haven't watched it before, you should absolutely give this film a watch. Whether you're a fan of horror, comedy, holiday films, or classic 1980s cinema, Gremlins is essential viewing, especially if you enjoy movies that refuse to fit neatly into a single category. If you enjoyed this review, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews.